Welcome to Coming Home to Yourself, the podcast for high-achieving women who look like put together on the outside, but feel like they're quietly crumbling inside. I'm Jagoda, a coach, a mother, a woman who's walked through public criticism, private self-doubt, and the quiet ache of wondering if I was ever enough. I've been bullied. I've been dismissed for being just a mom. And for years, I questioned my voice until I began to come home to myself. This is your space to exhale, to stop performing strength and start living your truth. Each week, I'll share honest stories, gentle insights, and soul-deep shifts to help you reconnect with the woman beneath the roles, the one you've forgotten, the one you miss, the one who's always been there. If you're tired of being the strong one, the capable one, the one who never breaks, you belong here. This is the invitation to slow down, to soften, and to finally feel safe inside your own life. You were never broken. You were never too much. You don't need to fix yourself. You just need to come home to yourself. Let's begin. I had the job, the home, the family, the title. But every night I lay awake thinking, is this it? Is this real? We chase dreams, tick boxes, and share our wins, yet still feel hollow inside. A study showed that 70% of high-achieving women report feeling emotionally disconnected, on edge, despite outward success. Only 40% say they experience true joy. And that hollow feeling, it's not weakness, it's misalignment. It's that strange, silent ache, winning outwardly but losing inwardly. This episode is for those of you who've ticked every box, followed every rule, but still feeling empty inside. Achievement doesn't shield us from that internal silence. When I started my business, people often asked me if I wanted to be successful, usually meaning wealthy, famous, or powerful. They'd ask how much money I wanted to make, like 10K, 20K, maybe 30K a month. But what does success really mean? In our world, success is often tied to material wealth, freedom, and social status. But why do even those who seemingly have it all, the wealth, the titles, still feel unsatisfied or unhappy? Everything looks perfect on the outside, but inside, it feels empty. And it's not about being ungrateful, it's disconnection. Success shouldn't have to feel empty. Yet so many women feel this gap, a mismatch between their real lives and the stories they tell themselves. Can you relate to that? Ticking boxes feels good until there's nothing left inside. Psychologists call it the arrival fallacy. It's the belief that reaching the finish line will fulfill us, but it doesn't. External wins offer a temporary boost, but they are never enough. Dopamine from achievements fades quickly, and then the emptiness creeps back in. Achievements become addictive, yet they never fill the void. The applause fades, the excitement dissipates, and you're left with a quiet emptiness. High-functioning women often bear an unseen mental load, fueling burnout and hidden anxiety. When perfectionism and achievement become part of your identity, shame can lie just beneath the surface. We chase success, yet find ourselves feeling lonely and emotionally bankrupt. Let me ask you something. Have you ever worked tirelessly for something, like really giving it everything? You reach your goal, feel that brief moment of the joy and happiness, and then it's gone. Just like that. It evaporates, and you're left feeling empty again. As I was reflecting on the way external success felt fleeting, I couldn't help but think about my own journey. How I had once believed that certain opportunities would bring me the fulfillment I was craving. But they didn't. Let me tell you about one such moment. It's my journey through studying. Years of hard work, long hours, and sweat just to get to my diploma. And I felt exhilarated, but soon after the excitement faded. What I ended up appreciating wasn't the piece of paper I earned, but the growth I went through in the process and who I become. So here's a different question for you. What if success starts within? What if your quiet moments matter more than public applause? What if your value comes from simply being, not from what you do? Success isn't what you get, it's what you feel, and that feeling starts from within. True fulfillment doesn't come from external achievements, it comes from internal realignment. True success lives inside you, and fulfillment is built from the inside out. When your actions align with your core values, life feels rich. When external validation leads, it's fleeting. So when you feel empty, it's not necessarily about what you're doing, it's about why you're doing it. When we live by external standards, they control our emotions. But when we reconnect with our inner wisdom, our inner scorecard, it shapes our experiences, not the applause of the outside world. Success isn't trophies or external wins, it's a feeling of alignment. Psychology shows that when we do things that resonate with our values, it drives joy and well being. Aligning with our authentic selves creates a fulfillment that surpasses any achievement. There's a transformative shift when you move from external validation to internal alignment, from am I enough to am I present for myself? The feeling of enough isn't earned, it's realized. I want to share a story I love about two bricklayers. Two bricklayers sat side by side. A passerby asked the first, "What are you doing?" He replied, "Laying bricks." He asked the second, "What are you doing?" The second replied, "Building a cathedral." Same task, different alignment. When you view your life as bricklaying, you feel exhausted. But when you see it as cathedral building, you connect with meaning. If you ticked every box but still feel empty, you don't need fixing. You're undergoing a realignment. You're making space to feel rather than just perform. Tell me, what would happen if you stopped chasing the next goal for just a moment and tuned into what you really want? Don't continue measuring your worth by the world's scoreboard. Instead, shift inside to what psychologist Viktor Frankl calls meaning, not purpose, not aim, but who you are becoming in the process. you aren't failing. You're just not feeling your inner balance. If you achieve but don't feel joy, rest guilt-free, ask yourself, is this it? These moments aren't failures. They are invitations to make a shift, to look within. Because success isn't a badge. Success is a feeling. It's an experience of and a reflection of your thoughts and mindset. For me, success was never about wealth, money, external things. It's always about acting on my deepest purpose. Certainly, financial security is important, but true success starts from within. It starts with your mindset and your sense of purpose with a feeling. Staying flexible and enjoying the journey, even the struggles, is the key. There's always something to learn from the struggle. And success isn't about ticking boxes or chasing a particular lifestyle. It's about living authentically, finding meaning, and making a positive impact. A few years ago, I was offered a job that seemed really great. But as I thought about it, something didn't sit right with me. You see, the more I learned about the role, the more I realized that the path to getting there wasn't aligned with my values. The leadership at the institution wasn't in sync with my vision of collaboration, transparency, and integrity. There was a strong disconnect between what I was being offered and the person I truly wanted to be. And that's when I knew I couldn't go down that path. Success is also about staying true to my integrity, aligning with my values, and working with people whose vision aligns with mine. It wasn't just about avoiding the wrong job. It was about choosing a life that felt aligned, a life where I could lead with authenticity, where my work wasn't just about checking boxes, but about creating something meaningful from the inside out. Success isn't about how you get to the top. It's about the integrity and the values you carry with you as you climb. It's not about the job title or the paycheck. It's about how you feel in the process. That's what true fulfillment is all about. The path matters just as much as the destination. And sometimes that means saying no to things that are aligned with you, with who you really are, even if everyone around you say it's a great opportunity. When your inner world is at peace, no amount of external success can shake you. Your decisions come from clarity, not obligation. Your achievements are celebrated, not chased. Your heart hums even when your CV is quiet. Return home to the stillness that already knows your worth. Here's a simple exercise you can do today. Take 10 minutes to write down what truly matters to you and what work tells you that should matter. And then look at that and at your daily actions and how are they aligned with your values. Success isn't about what you get. It's about remembering what you already are. Thank you for being here, for listening, for feeling, for letting these words land wherever they needed to. If something stirred in you today, let that be enough. You don't need to figure it all out. You don't need to rush to fix or change anything. Just keep listening to yourself. And if this episode offered you something, a breath, a truth, a shift, I'd love to know. Come find me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are in captions. Or send me a message with a word that spoke to you most. I read every one. Because this isn't just a podcast, it's a return to your body, to your breath, to your heart, to your own voice. And no matter how far you've wandered, you're never too far gone to turn around and come home. Until the next time, take care of yourself.